Hello, everyone. Welcome to the final live for 2022, the 44th live I've done on the channel. So it started out as a once a week thing, and then it moved to about once a fortnight, and now it's just been a bit all over the place. But that's what I'm here to talk to you tonight about, what the year of 2022 has been, what the year of 2023 will hopefully hold. I've got some good planning in place for that. And yeah, just have a final chat to you guys before Christmas and New Year's. So if you're watching this on a replay and it's getting closer and closer to Christmas, well, I hope you do have a good Christmas and hopefully you get sort of a little bit of time off for those that do get time off. And for those that are working, well, I hope it all goes well for you. And sometimes the extra money on the public holidays is worth it. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly jump on, do a live tonight. I'll have one question through the week. And yeah, if anyone's got any questions as we go along, make sure you chuck them in the chat. I see Mum's here. Howdy, Mum. How are you? We've got, so I want to chat about the year that was, so 2022. So yeah, it's been a busy year, both professionally and personally. So the YouTube channel itself has been a little bit slower, but I'm going to chat about the YouTube channel in particular later on. The accounting business has been going quite well. Like 2020, the calendar year of 2022 was an improvement on 2021. So that's all that I, focus on at the end of the day is that improvements each year. Sometimes it's hard you can get caught up in that. And I definitely have times where things might feel a bit slow or am I making progress? But, it's that zooming out and going, hey, look, how did the full year of the go versus last year? And if I look on, I might look that up while we're on here, but it's like, when I look at some of these figures across a full calendar year, I can see that progress has been made. And that's the important thing. And I think if you're in business, that's probably my one piece of advice is to, make sure you're comparing a bit of a longer period of time. You want to keep on top of things, whether it's weekly or monthly, etc., because you want to look at those kind of things, but you also need to take, step back and go, hey, how did I go over a month period or a quarter or a full year? Because, things can be seasonal. Even if you don't think your business is super seasonal, every business does normally have some kind of seasonality to it. So, so I'm just having a look. And, so for year ending 2022, I'm about 50% up on the calendar year. So, 50.98%. So, that is definite improvement. So for me, it's like I can't really complain too much because it's, definite improvement. G'day, how are you? Thanks for joining. So, 2022, like I said, 50% up on revenue based on previous year, which is awesome. So business has been good. There's definitely been a change through that year of probably in those first few months, there was a lot of crypto work coming through. So I've got a video that I'm working on, which I'll talk about soon about, the crypto market in 2023. The crypto work has slowed down. Like the market isn't going as well and people aren't interested in crypto tax at the moment as much as they were this time last year, for instance. So outside of business, I went over to America for VCon back in May. So if you interested in that, go and check out the vlog I did on that. So that was my first trip to the US. And that was a lot of fun and met some really good people. And it was really good to surround myself with people that were all working towards a range of goals. Like there were some really clever people. I just tried to learn as much as I could off, people that are smarter than me. They say, surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. And that was something I really tried to do while I was over there. And just really take in and listen from people that, had really good success over the last few years or were building really interesting businesses, etc. So that was really a good learning experience to listen to those types of people. So that was definitely a fun experience. Got to meet Gary Vee, which is a really awesome highlight for 2022 professionally. So that was, they were some of the major things. I got to speak at a little crypto conference here in Adelaide a week or so before I went to VCon, which was cool. So they were the main. Besides that, I went to a crypto conference, also in the end of August or start of September. Just a one-day conference there, talking about crypto tax. So it's quite interesting to see where some other accountants are at with their crypto tax knowledge or lack of crypto tax knowledge. So that was definitely a learning experience. And other than that, with the business for the year, it's just been a year of expanding on learnings from previous years and, making a lot of systems haven't changed because I felt like that had been built up over the previous years. And then it was just seeing how they would hold up under, that higher level of, stress, if you want to call it, more stuff going on. Do the systems you've got have work? And that's one of the challenges of being in business is you can build, a process or a procedure. And until you get an increase in customers, whether you're in retail, whether you're in professional services, whether you're in hospitality, you don't know how that system is going to hold up. And it's being able to pivot on that and readjust it on the fly, which makes a successful business. And I think that's, across whether it's business or whether it's cross finance, anything to do with money, is that being able to tweak and go, hey, this isn't working. You got a budget and you're like, hey, I keep overspending in this area. Let's readjust the budget. And doing those things ongoing is important. And then professionally, so that's a professional without I've gone to the YouTube channel at the end, but then personally was definitely a very busy year personally. So I got married at the start of January, which some of you, if you want to go back and see some of those videos, they're way back on the channel. So it's almost been 12 months. And then went away for a few weeks in January. Obviously went on the trip to America in May, which was mostly business, but a little bit of personal there. Then went away again in June. So it was busy of the first 6 months of going away. And then the second half of 2022 has been focusing on our baby that came along at the end of October. So we had our daughter, Layla, at the end of October, in the mid to late October. And since then, it's just been adjusting as a parent, learning all things parenting in those first few months, and lots of things still to learn. So, it's been good. The business typically slows down a little bit, as we come into Christmas. So the quietest time for the accounting business is probably from middle of November through to probably middle of February. It's probably, 3 months where things do quieten down. And it's really good timing for us personally, because it meant, I haven't been having to work full weeks the last, 8 weeks now. I've just been doing probably 2, 3, 4 days a week, depending on what work level is there, and then spending time with my family. So that's been, a big challenge personally, but something that's the business is still running well, combining with that. So that's the ultimate goal, is to, have a business that you enjoy running and things are going well there, and also be able to spend and dedicate the time you want in your personal life. So that leads into, I'll talk about 2023 in a minute, but I did have one question that someone had asked over on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you do that. Not that I'm overly active on there. That might change in 2023. I'd say that last year, I think. But how's Bubs getting sleep? No, baby's going really well. She's 2 months old yesterday, which is, gone pretty quick. But no, it's going well. We're getting as much sleep as we can. And things are going quite well. Other than that, we can't really complain. She seems like a pretty good baby. It's a bit hard when you don't have another baby to compare to, but no, things are going well. So, so that leads into 2023. So what's the plans for 2023? And like I said, if anyone does have any questions, whatever they're about, tax, bookkeeping, accounting, crypto, you can drop a comment. But 2023, again, my ultimate goal for 2023 is for it to be a better year than 2022. So, that's the ultimate goal of, that continuous improvement. So I can see, I know baby and mum are watching, so sometimes we sleep, and my mum also is watching. So Layla is adorable. I'll jump back. Any updates on what's happening with Digital Surge? So yes, there actually was an update a couple of hours ago. So for those that aren't aware, Digital Surge is, not in a very good state. Looks they've gone into administration, and come out today that the creditors meeting is scheduled for early January, but they only hold 48% of the funds that they held for customers. So at this stage, we're not sure whether it will go into liquidation or whether there'll be a DOCA arrangement in place. And if that, even under that, it looks like, people could lose probably, a minimum of 52% of holdings and only walk away with about half of what they actually held. So we'll see what happens. I think there's a lot to unfold in that area. And I may make some videos on that in the new year once we see a little bit more of what happens. But 48% is all they held of customer funds. The other 52% were held in FTX, which they don't know if they'll ever get access to. So definitely interesting case. And I think I did talk about this briefly on a video a few weeks ago. But if only having access to 48% of the funds isn't looking very good. I think the gap's about $25 million. They're something like $56 million worth of funds that they had for clients and only have access to about 25 million or something like that. So, or 26 or something like that. So, not a very good situation. So, 52%. Not too flash. So, yeah, so 2023 is, like I said, the ultimate goal is just to improve on 2022 professionally. Personally, it's just to keep learning parenting. That's all that the goal is there. But yeah, the goal for 2023 professionally is just to make sure there is an improvement. So I will be doing a video on my goals for 2023 at some stage over the next. Well, I've done some planning for some videos today, but yeah, I'll be doing a video on that, going more in depth into what are my goals for 2023. But the ultimate goal, like I said, is just to continuously improve, so I can look back and do this video this time next year and go, hey, yeah, we were 20% up, 50% up, whatever it ends up being. It's improvement. And what I really do want to work on is when I think that's where I went wrong, and I will touch on this more in my goals video. But I'd set the goal for 2022 to get to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, but then didn't really do anything that was going to make that happen. So it hasn't happened. I haven't got anywhere close to that. On reflection, it was like a goal I set, but there was no real planning on, well, how am I going to get to 10,000 subscribers? So in 2021, I did 91 YouTube videos. And in 2022, at this stage, I'm at 65, sorry. So, that's I did less content, and therefore the subscriber growth didn't happen like I was expecting. So, yeah, I think I'm just having a look at my numbers here. So in 2021, I gained 1,654 subscribers, which was good. That was good for, pretty much the first full year of doing YouTube. And at this stage for 2022, I've only gained 1,200 subscribers. So the growth actually is slow. So, but that, correlates that there's less content I put out. So it's like, I don't know how I ever expected the channel to grow when my social presence didn't grow. I didn't post more, short form content on TikTok or trying to grow a following on Instagram. I did gain some Twitter followers, but, haven't really used that to its advantage. And yeah, I did then less content. So it's like understanding that in 2023, if I'm going to set goals and want to achieve things, there also needs to be a plan of, okay, hey, if I want to double the business, what do I need to do to double the amount of clients that come in, for instance? If I want to, grow to a certain level of YouTube, well, how do I get to that? What, really putting some thought into what content you make, etc. So we'll be doing a video on Celsius users when they get back their funds and the tax implications. Yeah, on some of these things that are happening in the crypto world, I will do some videos on particular situations if there is, the information comes out and know the situation a bit better. So yeah, so 2023, also the business, I think it will just keep ticking along. There's no in particular major goal for it beyond just continuing to, the goal is always to continue to provide the same level, if not a better level of customer service. I think that should be anyone's goal in business as a starting point is, service your existing customers to a good level, whether you're happy with the level and it's maintaining it or whether that's improving it. If you can do that, that's, if you don't do that, then business will go backwards. But, that's always the first goal is, hey, look, just do the right thing by existing customers, and then growth from there is the second goal. So yeah, I'm still in a growing stage of the business. I've still got a quiet period. Eventually I want to fill that quiet period with more work. So, continue to build the business to the point where it's like, hey, there isn't that quiet period, and then eventually, looking at hiring people, etc. Yeah, that's the goal. So the goal is to take out the competition and take over the world. Yeah, I'm not quite at the take over the competition stage or taking over the world, but maybe if I can get an octopus army behind me, that could happen. So yeah, that's the main business goal for 2023 is just continued growth and continued servicing of clients. So yeah, and then of course the YouTube channel. So like I said, the goal for 2022 was to hit the 10,000 subscriber mark. It hasn't happened, but I've really been able to identify there's a clear reason why it didn't happen. I mean, we're at just over 3,000 subscribers now. Sorry, it looks like my video has paused. Nope, there we go. Yeah, we're at just over. The octopus I was talking about me, not you. Yeah, we're at just over 3,000 subscribers, which is still awesome. Like, someone said to me a few years back you'd get to 3,000 subscribers, I probably would have been shocked. But yeah, that's really cool to be at that. But I do want to get to that 10,000 subscribers in 2023. And I think that can happen. I've spent a lot of time over the last month, like researching YouTube, really. Like it's something I did early on, but I feel like I stopped doing that and probably stopped putting the effort into improving the videos and planning the content out properly, and just make a video and get it out. So I'm doing a lot more planning, a lot more tracking of videos, trying to work out what's working and what's not, and putting more thought into the planning of the videos and what content people want to see. Breaking that down into a few buckets and tracking those things and seeing what buckets are working, etc. So today itself, I planned out 4 videos I'm going to record hopefully tomorrow, and trying to bulk, get some stuff done for over the Christmas break, and then really wanting to get 104 videos, so 2 a week for 2023. I've set that goal the last 2 years. I fell just short in 2021 and quite a bit short in 2022, but the goal is to hit that 2 videos a week, because I think that's the level of videos that need to go out, and then the lives will be kind of just thrown in there here or there. So the puffer fish is surprised we got to 3K as well. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get to 30K. That's what I was expecting. Only 3K. I assume that's what you mean. But yeah, the goal is to continue to grow the channel and continue to experiment with content, and continue to improve the editing. So it's probably, like I said, it's something I probably dropped off on, is that, hey, just kind of went with the flow and didn't really put the time into continuing to improve the video. So that's something that's definitely going to be important. And yeah, like I said, doing that research and watching other creators and learning from what they're doing. Would love to do some more collabs on the channel, and bringing other people in to give their opinions on topics, because it's something that did drop off a bit on the channel. So yeah, just looking for those ways to tweak content to make it more more valuable for you guys watching. That's the goal, is to make valuable content for you guys, and for if I can make a valuable content enough that you want to share it, then I've done my job, because that's, one, going to help me grow the channel, but 2, you've obviously found it helpful enough that you want to do it. So yeah, so there's a good prompt question. What are your plans for the new reseller series you're doing? So yeah, if you haven't seen, I'm doing a bit of a series called Starting a Business from Scratch, where I'm just taking people through how I would start a business from scratch, using a reselling business as an example. It's going to be a slow thing. It's not something I'm dedicating huge amounts of time to daily, because this is just something I'm doing on the side. But it's more so for me to make a bit of a series of, hey, how would you start a business from scratch? So I started with a video talking about this. I then did a video on how you set up a zero file for a small business. So going through the basics of setting up a file. I've done one talking about the key factors that, in structuring your business. So is a sole trader the right structure? What is the key decisions that you need to make, and what factors lead into those decisions? I did another one talking about is your business a hobby, or is it still is your hobby becoming a business, or is it still a hobby, and why maybe treating it as a business is what might be best. And yeah, I've got a few, I've got a whole list of, I've got some really good feedback on what people want to see as a part of that series. So yeah, that's something that I really want to focus on, is, going through how would you start a business from scratch, like I said, talking about, okay, from, is it a business and what kind of structure you would use, through to the daily reconciling of it. Should you be using a spreadsheet? Where should you store your receipts? And just having that real world example, like say, hey, this is what I'm doing for this business, and I can share figures with you. And I obviously can't share some stuff with my current business, so I just wanted to set up a little business on the side that I can really use as an example. So yeah, that's something else, especially in those first few months of 2023, I can do more content around that, especially when I do have that little bit of quieter time from the tax and accounting business, is to do a bit of that focus. So yeah, looking forward to sharing some of that journey with you. So yeah, that's the YouTube channel at this stage. There's a couple other things I'm working on that I'll keep quieter for now, but yeah, a few things that tie in with that, tie in with YouTube in general, and just learning to create more engaging content for you. So yeah, so that's the goals for some of the goals for 2023. A bit of reflection on 2022. Like I said, I will have hopefully 4 more videos come out before the end of 2022, which should bring us up to that around about that 70 video mark for the year. This will be the last live before 2023. I'm not sure when the lives will be back, but yeah, they'll definitely be back at some stage. And like I said, the goals video coming up. We've got a crypto video coming up. We've got something in the reselling series and also something just a bit more general tax related. So, yeah, trying to experiment with those different ideas of what goes on, and we'll hopefully maybe look at getting a another December vlog video, because I did one of those for November. So yeah, just trying to show you a bit of behind the scenes of what happens for an accountant during the year. So I hope you all have a great Christmas and New Year's, whatever you're doing. Stay safe, enjoy time with your family, and make sure you continue to check out these videos. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.